Hello and welcome to the Sisters for Fitness Wellness Show. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Our guest today is Rosaline Law, and she's a health coach. As a matter of fact, we had to catch her this morning. She's just getting back from doing a class. So welcome. I'm glad you were able to join us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I appreciate this platform. Thank you.
Now, Rosalind, for the month of March, why should we focus on health? What's so special about the month of March?
So many people don't realize that March is National Nutrition Month. So people are celebrating all over the United States the month of March, nutrition.
Rosalind, how does your body type impact what nutrition is going to cause you to lose weight, to gain weight? How do you determine that?
So really, what I love to talk to my people about is bio-individuality. What works for one person may not work for everyone. So you need to, you can go by your blood type. Sometimes you can go just by your genetic, your DNA. But you have to find out your own prescription, your own regimen. And whatever works for you, that's what you go with, period.
How do you, like, for example, if your blood is a type O, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your ability to gain and lose weight, for your health? Something like as simple as your blood type. How does that make a difference?
So eating according to your blood type, there are books on that. And I am actually a blood type O myself. So they prefer you to eat animal protein. So any type of beef, pork, red meat, any type of animal protein, chicken and turkey. But there are other ways that you can actually get protein as a blood type O. So it's your protein. Protein gives you energy. It keeps your stamina. It's help rejuvenate your muscles. And so blood type O, you can go by that, but there are other types of ways that you can actually get your protein. And you can actually be a vegetarian or vegan as a blood type O.
So, you promote primarily a vegan type diet. Why?
So I like vegan type diet basically because of plants, a plant-based diet, whole foods. And whole foods, what I mean by that is if you're going to eat a potato, not a processed foods like the frozen French fries. Just take a baked potato and cut it up, bake it yourself. Your green leafy vegetables, your greens, your fruits, all of those make up a vegan plant-based diet. Even if you go for veggie burgers, make up your own black beans and potatoes and carrots, mash it up and bake it or pan fry it or even air fry it. Season it well. That's the whole bottom line is people are hostage. They hold their tongue hostage to what their familiar flavors are. But if you flavor it really nicely, whatever it is, your plant-based foods will take you a long way. So much beneficial for your muscles and for your body.
Okay, so, but with the seasoning, it's like people recommend all these different seasonings and there's no instructions on how to use them or what works best with what. You see what I'm saying? So that's why people will tend to stick with what they know. Because if you put, do you mix turmeric with garlic, or how do you know what tastes good with what? Do you just experiment, or how do you make that determination?
So what I do, I am a clinical herbalist as well. And so, your seasonings are coming from plants, the herbs. And each herb actually has a medicinal benefit. So I came from the place of learning about the herbs. So like oregano, like rosemary, your thyme, your turmeric, your ginger, your garlic. If you know the background and all the information that you can get when you research it and what it's doing for your body, then you compare it. You can couple them and you can put them in your foods. And what happens is you're eating to live at that point and not living to eat for the taste and the tongue. But you know exactly what you're putting in your food and what it's doing for your body. You want to make it taste good, but that's not the first thing. The first thing is what it's doing for your body.
But we do, come on, Roz, we do want it to taste good, especially if you're cooking
Yeah.
for a family. So you want to mix the right ingredients together. And what things don't work together? What herbs don't work? What flavors don't work together? Or do they all work together as long as they're healthy?
This is what I want to say. First of all, you have to find out what you like. So my go-to is always garlic, ginger, turmeric, a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, just a little bit. But if you're having issues with hypertension, you have to restrict that. But and I love cinnamon. And so those are my go-tos all of the time. And then I like a spice. Now, there's a spice called berberine that's great for everything. You can mix it all up together and it works for everything. But you got to find your own and make it work for you and just use it for everything.
Let's talk about you just finished doing a class. What class did you
I
just
teach,
finish teaching?
I teach a Zumba class at a community center in Prince George's County.
Let's
Yes.
talk about the benefits of doing a Zumba class. Just is it 30 minutes or is it an hour?
So this particular class is an hour. And the benefits are just great. So my motto is movement is medicine. So if you just come in and you just move, so I don't know if you know about Zumba. Zumba is dancing, dance fitness, and you're moving. But this class is no judgment. If you can't move, some people say I can't move, I can't dance, but you can move. So if you just move, what it does is increases your metabolism, helps you to burn your fat. It gives you stamina, energy. It releases stress. So it's just so good for you, period. You wake up in the morning and start your day off with a little bit of movement and stretching. It will make a world of difference for your day.
During this COVID epidemic, a lot of African
Mm,
American women, we have suffered both physically and mentally. And I believe, like you believe, I believe that exercise is just such good medicine when you're dealing with the
mm,
stresses, the mental stresses, and the physical stresses of what we've had to go through finding daycare for our children, working
mm.
from home, maybe
Yes.
changing jobs, maybe a loss of income or reduced income. Exercise can be one of the best medicines to help to deal with that.
Mhm. Yes, it will. It definitely will. So, stress can cause a lot of illnesses. It can actually lead to death. So, that's where we need to start. We need to start making sure that we de stress. And so, there are 4 ways that I've been talking throughout this whole pandemic. So, first of all, let me just say this: pandemic pounds are real. This is totally real. So we have to work on that. A lot of people are coming out of this pandemic with an extra 10, 15, 20 pounds. So first, what we have to do is work on the stress. And that's breathing, taking your deep breaths every day throughout the day, just sitting and breathing. That would de-stress you. Then also your movement, how you're moving. You don't necessarily have to get up and really, really stress yourself out with movement, but find some type of movement that you can do and that you like, and do it often. Drinking your water, pretty much drinking your water, staying hydrated, that's going to help you. And then also your sleep. Your sleep is very important. Making sure you're getting enough sleep every night, going into REM sleep and getting that good sleep and good rest daily is very important. And then, of course, what you're eating, what you're putting in your mouth. That's important. So all of that together should be your remedy towards pulling out or getting out of this or moving into the endemic, the now, that the where we're going, and to make yourself healthier. I say eating to live and not living to eat.
I love what you said about COVID pounds are real.
Those
Very much
pandemic
so,
pounds.
because we found ourselves sitting at home working, doing your job, and it's so easy to grab that snack or grab something quick or just to overeat to kind of ease the stress of what's going on. Also, what you said is so very important with the breathing. If you can just take 5 minutes out of your day, I always recommend that people do this before they get out of bed. If you can just take 5 minutes to just sit
Yeah.
and be. Sometimes you'll, as you're breathing or you're meditating, you may have some sort of insight. Other times, nothing. Other times, you just have a profound experience. But you're just sitting for a few minutes before you start your day and you're just being. And it helps with so much. It helps with focus, it helps with concentration. So, just simple things like just sitting and just being. Things like that are very important. I also liked what you said about we focus on the awake hours so much. Sleep is also important. Can you talk a little
Yeah.
bit more about the importance of getting a good rest?
Oh, it's very important. First of all, most people, especially during the pandemic, when we finally got used to it, what happened? You're taking the phones, your laptops, your electronic devices to bed with you because you just don't even have a schedule anymore. We're just on the phone doing that. What happens is we're getting all of that in our mind, in our soul, in our spirit. And then when we finally fall asleep, are we really sleeping? Are we really getting good rest? Those things that we last looked at, like a movie or whatever, is still going in your mind. So, what you want to do is take all of that away, turn the lights out, all your digital, uh, cl- make it dark in the room, and then go into a good breathing regimen and put yourself to sleep. And then what happens is your body rejuvenates, your cells refresh and replenish during the nighttime while you're sleeping. And that way, when you wake up energized, you wake up focused, you're able to think better, your skin is better, and you're ready for for your day. And that's why sleep is so, so very important. So very important.
Well, Rosalind, let's talk about how you began your journey. You didn't just get here
Ah.
and wake up one morning and start teaching Zumba and become an herbalist and become just a champion for healthy bodies. How did it start for you?
So what happened? I am actually a respiratory therapist, and I'm over 30 years respiratory since, but I've worked in a hospital, and I came in contact with so many people with illnesses and diseases and disparities, the hypertension and the diabetes, the strokes, the COPDs, the chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. And I just got so discouraged seeing those folks coming in, dealing with those things. So, what I decided to do at that time was I started working on myself. I had a couple of things, not as bad, but I had sinus issues. I broke out in rashes. I had aches and pains in different places. And so I said, well, something is wrong. This is not totally natural. So I directed it towards what I was eating. Then I became a vegetarian. Then I found out that it really, really wasn't a meat, it was a sugar. So again, it was what I was putting in. So I started researching and researching and researching. Then I found out about this thing called a health coach. and I started going in. I went to school to be a health coach. So what I wanted to do was actually catch the people before they got towards the disparity and catch them on the other side and educate as I educated myself and just make a positive impact within their health and wellness towards a healthier lifestyle. And basically, so I've been a health coach for 11 years. It'll be 11 years actually in April. And I've been going through and dealing with people ever since. Then, after that, about 3 years into being a health coach, I decided to go to school to be an herbalist, learning about the plants and how they would impact us naturally. That led me into essential oils. I just went on from there. And that's how I began my journey.
How about with exercise, with teaching fitness?
So what I always tell people is find something that you love. I tried everything. I tried step aerobics, I tried kickboxing, I tried swimming, I tried all of that. But I love music. Music is like in the soul. It just brings out that movement. And so I found Zumba that actually, when I became a health coach, the school that I attended, which was integrated Institute of Integrated Nutrition, they actually gave me a health coach to walk me through. And my health coach told me, go find a Zumba class. I found the Zumba class right in this Prince George's County, and I simply loved it. I got this, I got the movement on. I became a Zumba health coach actually 10 years ago. This is my 10-year reunion and my anniversary, and I love it. So I teach Zumba. So what I did, I started bringing my clients that I've been coaching to class with me. Come on, come to class with me. Let's move. I put them right beside me, and let's go. Let's go. They didn't have to have the rhythm, but they just had to move.
It's
They
just
found
about
something.
movement. It is just
It's just
about
a
movement.
movement.
Now,
Yes.
Roz, you also do challenges. You and your partner just did a challenge. Tell us about how that works.
So listen, today is February 23rd, and my beautiful, actually, she's one of my clients. She's one of my clients, and she's a vegan. And so we started February 1st and called it Veguary 20-day vegan challenge. So what we did basically is we actually started a group on Facebook, and the people actually paid a fee to come in because I coached them. We shared vegan recipes, checked in on everybody. We gave some affirmations and just working through this cooking demos. And we're on day number 23. Listen, I am actually a vegetarian, a pescatarian. I don't eat all fish. I just eat fresh tuna steaks and I eat crab and shrimp every now and then. I love cheese and eggs. Eggs is my favorite over cheese. So this was really a challenge for me. But my client, her name is Dr. Tashika Green, and she has perfected this veganism thing. And I together are leading, it's about, I think it's 14 people on this journey, and we're on day number 23. And they have been rocking it and rolling, losing weight, coming off of medication, drinking protein shakes every day, because you got to be coached through it. It's not an easy thing when you have to give up your meat, your favorite fried chicken, or your fried fish every Friday. It's not an easy thing. So you have to be coached. Like I did a demonstration with vegan crab cakes.
Mm.
So Dr. Tashika Green did demonstrations on how to make your vegan desserts, your vegan brownies. We did a demonstration on how to make your own applesauce. So it was different things that we actually incorporated in this whole Veguary challenge, and people are doing excellent. And I love it. I love when people come out on top, for sure. It's a win-win.
I like the fact that you're doing this as a group, and that's so helpful
Yes.
when you have other people who are going through what you're going through, people to kind of flesh out, well, I'm feeling this way today, or I don't know about this, I don't know about that, I don't want to do this, but I like doing that. It's so good to have it as a group effort.
Yes. And you know what? It's also like a boot camp. It's like a push, a jump start to where you need to be. I have so many folks in this group that was suffering from the pandemic pounds and trying to pull their way out. Like, how am I going to get out of this? I know I can't keep going like this. What am I going to do? So they actually had the courage to even go in and start out with a vegan lifestyle. And so not being a vegan, but what it has done was introduced the plant-based lifestyle, because that's what's going to actually help you get through towards a healthier lifestyle, period. Every day, daily regimens is getting those fruits and vegetables in you. So that is what has transpired throughout this veganism. And I am so proud of each and every one of those people that decided to take this on.
Before we run out of time,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the importance of African American women in particular paying attention
Yes.
to their health, and especially, again, the pandemic pounds and what those pounds can do as far as making you less healthy, increasing your risk of diabetes, of heart disease, of certain cancers. So, what do you have to say to African American women who need to get on the right track as of now?
So what I said is, first of all, us African American women, we tend to put all our eggs in one basket when it comes to our family, when it comes to our children, when it comes to our partners, our spouses, when it comes to our job. We just doing it all, just doing it all. And it can become unhealthy. We have to take care of ourselves first. The word selfish has become such a negative word, in the I'm just going to say in my family, African American, you're selfish. It's such a negative thing. But it's not negative when it comes to taking care of yourself. You can't take care of anybody else unless we are good. And so if we're not doing that, it's going to cause stress. It's going to cause diabetes. It's going to cause hypertension or cholesterol. Why? Because, like you said, we're just putting anything in our mouths because we're taking care of everybody else. What do you want for dinner? We're preparing that dinner, but we're not sitting down and taking in our healthy nutrients. We got to do it. We got to get our massages, got to go get our nails done and our hair done. Just listen, making sure that we're good on the inside so that we can flourish on the outside and add at least 10 more years to our life.
Also, can we bring out the point that it's okay to have mental health issues? That has always been so taboo in the African American community to admit that you've got some mental health issues. It's okay because we're all going through something.
It is definitely okay. Everybody, the strongest person will have their down moment or down moments, and it's all right. What we have to do is speak it out, like put it out in the atmosphere. If you have to call somebody, talk it out, talk it out. A great coach, a therapist, a pastor, whoever you have to call, but make sure you call the right person and vent and get it out. Listen, I had a couple of clients to call me. What did I do? I pulled out at least 40 affirmations that I sent to them. Say this every day. Find the ones that fit what you're going through and get it out. Say it every day. Use your essential oils. Deep breathe. Do what you have to do. but you can't stay there because it'll kill you.
And like you said, what's the, I know the benefits of saying affirmations. What are the
Yeah.
benefits, do you think, of saying positive things to yourself every day? Looking at yourself in the mirror and saying positive things instead of feeding yourself those negative thoughts all day, every day.
And that's it. Basically, who wants to hear negative, bad things? I mean, we are human. We don't like to hear bad things. It's taboo. So giving ourselves that good, positive things, even if you don't believe it, but you want to believe it, you want to tell yourself, I am great. I am going to succeed today. This is what I say to myself every day. I am divinely guided and ready to do something new in 2022. I will make a positive impact on the people that I come in contact with today. That's what I say. And I believe it. I believe it. And when you tell yourself things like that every day, all day, it will happen. And you feel uplifted. Your spirit is motivated.
What
Time out for
examples do
that
you have of
negative stuff.
things coming into fruition for you as a result of speaking that positive thought or those
Listen.
positive words?
So listen, the biggest thing right now is this place that I'm in right now. So because of the pandemic, we had to shut down our classes. We had to shut it down for 18 months, 2 years really. And so September came, I got an email and a call saying, listen, you can come back. Now, before I left, it was about 25 to 30 people coming to my classes, right? And I was totally just wondering how many people are actually ready to come back in the building. So we come back. I said, okay, I'll be good with 5 people in the room. I started saying those affirmations. When I get to class, it's going to be 10 people. It's going to be 15 people. I just want 5 people. I just started speaking it, speaking it, speaking it. When I came back the first day, I had 12 people in my class. Then we went away again because of Omicron. We just came back about 2 weeks ago. Again, I woke up in the mornings. I said, I will make a positive impact to at least 15 people to come in person into class. My first day back 2 weeks ago, I had 15 people.
Well, very good, and
15
we're going to
people
wrap
in
it
the
up
class.
here. We're going to have to
I'm
wrap it up
excited.
here. Thank you so
Excited.
much, Rosaline Law, who is a health coach. You've been watching the Sisters for Fitness Wellness Show. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Enjoy the rest of your day.